as you know, on June 14th, we're having a big fight. It's never going to happen again. Never happened before, and it's all of the best fighters, the best 4 fighters standing right behind me, and all champions. And it's going to happen right in front of the White House. Here's a picture. I think a lot of people haven't seen this yet. I'll give you that. I think you'll probably be able to do okay with it.
Wow. The media's going to go crazy.
Not bad, right? Championship belt. Dana White was here last night. Did you know that? He was here last night. He loves this guy. He loves all of them. Here's another one. This is another. They're going all the way out, all online. It's all people invited. Our country is invited to this. It's free. And you know, in the park right across the street, they're going to have, I guess, anywhere from 75 to 100,000 people. Free. They're going to set up 8 big screens, and they're going to have the fight. And then out here, we're going to have 4,000 seats right in front of the front door of the White House. The hardest ticket I've ever had to.
Best live show on earth, June 14th.
This will be the greatest show on earth. Is at night. That's all lighting and cover. And I think you get the idea. So it's going to be June 14th, and it's going to be great. And this is a little different for these political people. And but these are real warriors. When we talk about warriors, these are warriors. Cyril Gahn, these are all champions. I don't have to say champions, and most of you know, many of you know who they are. Cyril, great honor. Alex Pereira, I've seen him knock out a lot of people. That's what he does. He knocks out people. Congratulations on an unbelievable career. Wow. Ilya Topuria, who they say does not get tougher. So it's pretty much, I mean, that's it. You're very special.
Thank you.
And a friend of mine, Justin Gaethje, who is just a fighter like you've never seen. You see the kind of pounding he'll take, and then all of a sudden it's over, and the other guy's not in good shape, right?
It's a crazy game.
Not in good shape. So these are the toughest people. These are the greatest fighters in the world. They're all champions, and they'll be fighting against very tough people also. And but I think you always go in thinking you're going to win.
Of course.
But they're fighting against. They're Olympians. They come from all over the world. Some come from extreme poverty. Some come from, not too many people come from Fifth Avenue for the most part. I would say Fifth Avenue is not well covered in the sport. But it's a special group of people with tremendous heart and really tremendous talent. And I really believe you're probably born with the punch, and you're born with an ability to take a punch too. I was talking to Dana White last night. He was talking about that. Some people can take a punch and some people can't. And in life, it's always good to be able to do that. And if you guys want to say anything, I don't want to pick out individual, but if you want to say anything, you could. But we're going to see you all here on June 14th.
Yeah, I mean, what an unbelievable honor. I mean, I'm not sure many know how big of a part you were to the UFC coming on and becoming mainstream in the early 90s when nobody would let us and nobody believed in us, and they thought we were just absolute animals. And you gave us a chance to fight in your property.
Well, they're right about that, though.
Well, yeah.
in one way.
We just, yeah, I mean, it's truly an honor. It's awesome. It's your birthday. Awesome. It's Flag Day. Wonderful to represent this country. You know, these guys aren't from this country, but I'm sure it's an honor for them as well. But I think we'd be 10 years behind if it wasn't for you. And so thank you for that.
Well, Justin, it's great being with you. You know, what he's saying is right. They couldn't get, Dana says it better than anybody can say it. They couldn't get any arenas because it was so violent that they couldn't get arenas. I was able to give them, I guess, the first 4 or 5 fights.
Yep.
And I went and I said, this sport is unbelievable. They had some of the greatest fighting I've ever seen, and it's continued on. Now it's really at a new level because the talent is much greater than it was even then, and much tougher. These are the best in the world right here. So I think you could a lot of the press is going to be there. And I think this is going to be an event you're really going to like. Anybody want to say? We have all of the great representatives there, they're making a lot of money. They're making a lot of money. Look at that guy over there. Don't fight that one right there. But do you have anything to say? How about you?
Me?
Manager?
You know, like Justin said, without President Trump, probably the UFC will be 20 years behind. He gave us the jump start from the beginning. And I think this is going to be the greatest sport event ever created on planet Earth. It's going to be the most watched sport event and grand. What an honor to fight on the ground, red and white and blue. You know, I know Justin is the only American with the honor, guy from France, Spain, Brazil. That America's the dream. All those guys live in the American dream, and all of us live in an American dream. It's an honor to be in Oval Office, and it's an honor to have a president actually welcome the people. You know, welcome the people. Most of the presidents are just too good to do other things with other people, but this is the greatest president of all the time in any country, in any world, in any time. And thank you, President Trump.
Well, I tell you, I like him. That was a good. I made a good move by asking him to say something. That was very good. Thank you. I really do. I appreciate it. Well, you're one of the greats and one of the great managers too, and a very good friend of a very special fighter that we know, right?
Yes, sir.
Khabib,
Yes, Khabib.
who fought 29 fights. I think he won 29 fights, right?
Yes, sir.
He had a tough fight with this guy right here.
I was his 29th.
That was some fight. So they're going to be going outside. Would you guys, anybody like to say something? I mean, if you want.
We want to thank you for
Thank
giving us
you.
this opportunity to build the biggest event in sports history. I also want to thank God to give us this beautiful day and to give us the opportunity to experience how it feels to be in our Oval Office. So it's going to be amazing, and we want to thank you for
Thank
this
you very
opportunity.
much.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
And I never thought you will be so kind.
Well,
honestly.
I have
Yeah.
a false image.
Yeah.
I have
And
a
why you
false
wanted to give the toughest test to you, to friend of
To
you,
which?
the friend of you. You said he's friend of you.
Oh,
You
yeah?
wanted to give him the
You know,
hardest
that's what I
test.
want.
I do want to give, I want to give the hardest test is right. We're going to give the hardest test. And actually, each one of you are fighting your hardest test, I think, right?
Yeah.
How do you think you know your opponent very well, very tough?
I know
How
him,
do you
very
think?
tough opponent,
Do you feel good?
very good.
What are your chances of winning?
Me,
Yeah?
I have complete faith.
100%, right?
100%. That's why you're here.
And they believe that too. Would you like to
And
say
I hope
something?
he has the
through-
same faith.
That's right.
That's going to make an amazing fight.
It's going to be great, yeah. That's right. Would you like to say
Queria
something?
agradecer a oportunidade de estar lutando na Casa Branca, como o senhor falou. Um evento único onde todos queriam estar lutando e a gente está fazendo parte desse feito tão especial.
I would like to thank the opportunity to be fighting on the White House. We know it's a special event that everybody would like to be present to make me feel special. Thank you.
Thank you very much. One of the greatest punches in the history of the business. I just shook his hand. He has a large hand. That's a powerful hand. I'll tell you. It's, they're very unusual people, born with great talent, and then they hone the talent. I'll save you for last, okay? Because he loves his country so much, but I'll save you for last.
Yes, sir.
Please, would you like to say something?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. It's an honor. I'm really proud. It's going to be really special one time in your life. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you very
It's
much.
an honor to have you here.
It's an honor, yeah. Me too.
And we'll all be there watching, and you guys are something special, so we're gonna all be there watching.
Thank you.
I don't know how the hell you do it, but they wouldn't have it any other way. They love the sport. They really love the sport. They come out of a ring or the most incredible fight you've ever seen, and they say, this is the greatest sport. I could do it, I'd rather think a 3-footer personally, but there's no better thing to watch than this. So. And Justin is known as just one of the truly, obviously talented and everything else, but he's got more heart and he just has an ability. They call it a motor. He's got a motor that doesn't stop, and it all starts right up here.
Yep, here and here. And I mean, I learned that going up to small town Stafford, Arizona. Copper, cattle, and cotton. That's what we do down there. 3 generations in the copper mine. So, yeah, like you said, none of us come from opportunity or wealth. And this is one of the truest merit-based systems in the world, this sport right here. Everybody has an opportunity, and we all get a chance, and we will get a chance. And so, of course, my faith is as strong as his. And I've committed my whole life to this. And so to have a president that's willing to go against and upstream and against the norms. It's truly special. It's why you got my vote, and it's why we're such a great nation right now,
Wow.
compared to where we were.
Well, we all love you. He's got tremendous fan base. Each one of these people, in the sporting world, really, because I think most of the sporting world is watching the UFC. But Dana White was here last night. We were talking about it. He said they've never had anything like what's happening. The problem was everybody wanted to fight. You know, we had so many guys. They all say we want to fight at the White House.
Well,
but
they all said we don't want to because the optics, and then they cried when they didn't get on it. So.
That's right. Yeah, now they're crying.
Now they're crying.
But it's true. But anyway, so they're going to go outside. They're going to have some pictures taken on the balcony, the Truman balcony. I think they're going up to Truman. And there's a beautiful balcony on the White House. And do you have any questions? Only for the fighters now, I think. They want to ask about Iran and a couple of other things.